It's time to break into tax. I'm Leandra Lederman.
And I'm Lederman and Christians, and today's topic is Tax Policy Colloquia. What are they and why are we having them?
So a Tax Policy Colloquium is a bit different from other classes that a student might take. Usually a colloquium is built around a speaker series, typically speakers from a school other than the school where the student is enrolled in classes. So this provides a special opportunity to have engagement with outside speakers. It's typically built around works in progress that the outside speakers are writing. So what you're getting is the author of a paper coming in and presenting that idea as it's developing, and the students and other participants get to be part of that process.
Yeah, so let's talk about first the mechanics of a tax policy colloquium.
Yeah, so typically you have a series of speakers, and the colloquium might have the students also have a background session with the instructor before the speaker comes in.
You might have students writing response papers to some or all of the speakers.
And you might have it set up so that all the students need to submit questions in advance, which gets them critically thinking about the paper in a way where they could engage directly with the presenter. Also makes them more comfortable asking a question to this outside expert who's coming into the classroom because they've had time to formulate a question in advance.
So the idea of the colloquium is that the speaker is somebody who has an idea, has a paper in progress, but isn't quite finished. They're coming to the speaker series to vet their idea, to kind of put that idea out in the universe and kind of gather thoughts on that.
You can also have other participants so that the attendees are not just the students in the class, but you can have alumni, you can have other faculty, other tax experts, all participating in the process, and the students get to then benefit as well from seeing what other experts have to say about the paper draft. And students are a terrific group to present the paper to as well. They're something of a focus group because a lot of these papers are going to be sent to law journals. And at least in the US, many of the law journals are run by students, where the students not only edit the articles, they also select them. So if the paper isn't clear to second or third year law students in the colloquium, that's a sign that something should be done before the paper is submitted for publication.
I think students being a focus group is a really good way to think about what a tax policy colloquium can be. Sometimes when you get a paper that you're reading, you think, I can understand where they're going, but I'm not sure why they put it this way. Just having a chance to ask the author, talk to the author, why did those things fit together, or what inspired you to put those ideas together? That can be useful exercise for everybody, and everybody can learn from that.
That's right. And so I think it can work really well to actually prioritize student questions and give students the floor for the first number of minutes or the first number of questions. And that way students don't face the situation where they feel like, well, their question has already been asked by an expert, or where they might be intimidated by questions that faculty are asking. Faculty and tax experts will be able to formulate other questions if they feel that the students have asked something that they were already thinking about. And also the students typically have read the paper really, really carefully. And so you're also benefiting from someone who's read the paper in preparation for a class, possibly written a response paper. And I think that it can be a really positive, affirming, and validating type of experience for students. They learn a lot of critical thinking and get a lot of feedback on their writing. And at the same time, a really valuable experience for the speaker and author of the paper, who's getting a tremendous amount of feedback on a project while it's still at a stage that it can benefit from that. So that's an introduction to why have a tax policy colloquium. Thanks for joining us as you break into tax.
See you next time.